Hello guys, and welcome to another video of mine. Now in today's video I'm gonna share my secrets. As most of you know that I got a band 8.5 overall, and I'm gonna tell you the tips and some advice, okay? And these are the secrets, well these are my secrets, and these are the tips that I used in order to get a band 8.5 in IELTS Academic, and I'm sure they're gonna help you as well. So let's get started. Well, the first tip that I'm going to give you is to have the right mindset. Guys, this is extremely crucial, not just for the IELTS exam, but for anything else in life as well. You need to start with the right mindset. You need to know that it is achievable, okay? Now, I know that sometimes you have done the IELTS exam and you haven't succeeded the first time, maybe the second time as well, but I know it can be a very negative experience and it can be very traumatizing as well. But you need to think of everybody else who have managed to clear it, maybe in the first attempt or maybe in the second attempt or something like that. Think of those people, okay, and think they're people just like you. They're not aliens, they don't have two brains, okay, they just work very hard and they just use the right strategies, okay. So it's very, very important to have the right mindset and think to yourself that it is achievable. Think to yourself, say to yourself, yes, I can do it. Literally do that. Because guys, there were times when I was feeling really low and I thought I just can't do it. But then because thing is, when you actually think negative, you're actually talking yourself out of it and you can't see where you're going. So it's very important that you think positive, okay? This is my next point as well, or my next advice to you guys, whoever. So think positive and think of the things that will keep you motivated, okay, guys? So, the people you have around you who can motivate you throughout the whole process, because preparing for the IELTS exam, this is a long process for some of us, like, right? We know that. So it's very important that you have people around you that can motivate you to do your best, to give your best. And the third point in the right mindset is believing in yourself. Let me tell you something, guys. If you don't believe in yourself, there is nobody else in the world, okay, who can actually make you believe in yourself. If you can't believe in something, you can never succeed at it. That is the fundamental thing that you need to know. You need to believe in yourself. You need to say to yourself that, yes, I can do it. And then obviously, if you are thinking positively, if you are believing in yourself, then there will be other people who are going to help you to do that, help you achieve your dream, whether it's like to get a good job after passing IELTS exam, or you are looking for professional registration, or whatever it is. Okay, so it's very important to believe in yourself and believe in your dreams and believe in the things that you want to do. Okay, now let's move to the next step or the next advice I have for you guys, and that is related to planning. Now, as you can see on the screen, I've put the title as planning is the key. And yes, guys, it's very, very crucial. Planning is the crucial part. Now, I know that many of us, we just skip this part, right? So we have booked our exam and we are all motivated, we are ready to go, and we think to ourselves, okay, let's get started. But no, guys, wait, because it's best to start with the plan. So that's what I did. I made a study plan for myself. Okay, and now for those of you who think it's not very important and what does it involve and things like that, don't worry, I'll answer that all in a bit, okay? So first, all of you guys who think that planning is not important or is not a very crucial part of the IELTS preparation, sorry to say that, but guys, you're wrong, okay? Now let me tell you why planning is important. Okay, firstly, it helps you stay on track, okay? So if you have made a plan, you can actually see whether you're following that or not, okay? It also helps you monitor and visualize your progress, okay, over a specific time period. Now, let me give you an example, okay? Let's say that you have started your IELTS preparation, okay, and you have been doing that for, let's say, a week, okay, and if you have already made a plan, Then over the whole week, over the past week that you have been preparing for your IELTS exam, you can actually visualize your progress. It's right in front of you because it's on your plan. So you can actually see what you covered, what you still have to cover, and what areas are left, or what you need to do next. Okay, so it's literally down on the paper right in front of you, and it really helps. And it helps because once you see what you've covered and what is left, it can really help you motivate, because you can think to yourself and you say, okay, I have covered all these parts. Okay, let's say that in the first week you were focusing on the listening section, and you have covered quite a bit. So you have practiced. Okay, let's say you have practiced like four exam papers, right? And there were a total of 8 exam papers that you wanted to practice. So now you can see that, yes, you can say to yourself, yes, I have covered 50% almost. Now I can do a little bit more and achieve my goal of doing the whole 8 practice papers. Okay, so it really helps you to visualize your progress over a specified time period. Thirdly, it also helps you to set realistic goals. Now, if you see on the screen, you can see that I've highlighted, or I've printed that in bold, okay, realistic goals. Guys, it's very easy to get away with that, like, because we do set goals, but sometimes the goals are not very realistic. Let's say you just have 2 weeks for your IELTS preparation, okay? Now, it's common sense that you can't really prepare a lot, okay? But if you do make a plan and you stick to it, you can cover quite a lot, okay? Even though it might seem that it's very less time for preparation. And then you also make realistic goals, because you know that you just have 2 weeks, and according to that, you can always alter your plan. You can modify your goals and your plans according to that. So it helps you develop all those realistic goals, okay? Now let me give you an example, because this is the kind of timetable that I prepared for myself when I was preparing for my IELTS. So as you can see on the screen, it's a very simple one. So it literally has 3-4 slots. So day, time, section to be covered, and topic. Now, even though it's a very simple plan, right? But as you can see that it is specific enough, because it does covers each and everything that I need to know when I sit for my IELTS preparation. Because it tells me that, let's say on Monday, I have a 2-hour slot, so I'm going to prepare for my IELTS exam for 2 hours. And then I know which section, because we all know that there are 4 sections in the IELTS exam. So, but my target for that day, for Monday, for those 2 hours, it's the speaking section. And not just that, okay? Now, in the speaking section also, we have a lot of things that we can study or cover, right? But I have picked up one particular thing that I'm going to focus in those 2 hours, and that is, let's say, because I'm covering the speaking section, so I'm going to talk about the topic of health. So maybe I will look for some vocabulary that I can improve on my vocabulary related to health, or I can just give a speech, or if I had to talk about some topic related to health, what would I say? So I just practice this. So everything related to this topic of health in the speaking section. So although it's a very simple plan, it's still specific enough for me to know what I will cover. And guys, this is really important, because when you sit down for your exam preparation, you need to know exactly what you're going to cover in what time frame. Okay, and that's where planning helps you. So let's see the next one. The next tip that I can give you that I used to get a band 8.5 is practice. As I've written, everybody knows this, practice makes perfect, right? And guys, this is very true when it comes to the IELTS exam, okay? And if you want to achieve a band 7 or higher, it is crucial, okay, that you practice a lot. Because I remember I used to practice a lot. Even for the writing part, I remember I used to practice every day. I would write at least 2 to 3 writings every day. So 2 to 3 essays or task 1. So I did practice a lot. And that is the tip that I'm going to give you, that if you are looking for a band 7 or higher, you need to put in that hard work. Okay, it's not easy, but it's also attainable, okay? It is attainable. You can do it. So the next thing that you might ask me is, what should I practice? of where from should I practice, right? So my answer is very straight and simple: from the official IELTS material only. Okay, guys, now I know that there are tons of websites out there when it comes to IELTS. Okay, there are hundreds of Facebook pages, there are so many WhatsApp groups, and there are so many Facebook groups as well, right? But practice from official IELTS material only. Okay, don't go anywhere else. And when I say about the official IELTS material, I mean the material that is published by the Cambridge Uni or the IDP, because these are the official people, like, who actually make all this material. So only use those. Like, you can purchase their books. It's very easy to do that, and you can do that online as well if you don't want to go into a bookstore and go in person and buy it. So it's very easy nowadays. Internet has given us all these facilities, right? With one click we can buy anything. So purchase their books. You can get, like, I think in each book you get almost like four exam papers, and you can practice that. And it differs. If you are preparing for a general one, you've got the general books, and for the academic, there you've got the different books. So it can really help, and that's what I did, guys. Also, the next question that you might ask me: how often you should practice? Now, this question is very subjective, so it differs from person to person. It really depends on how much time you have got, okay? Also, what are the commitments? Maybe, like, you have a job, so you don't have a lot of time to study. So you have a 9 to 5 job, or you are a single mother, or any of the commitments that you have. So it really depends on how much time you can actually give for your IELTS preparation. And it also depends on the mark you require. So if you don't require a very high mark, then obviously you can get away with putting in less effort. But if you want a 7 or higher, for whatever purpose it is very important that you do put in that effort. Because remember, guys, without hard work, you cannot achieve success without hard work. So it's very important to put in your hard work and put in the time that is needed. Okay, and I'll tell you something very simple, but I am sure that it will motivate you. Just imagine, guys, whatever you're trying to achieve, there are like thousands, or I don't know how many more people are trying to achieve the same thing. So there is a lot of competition. There is hell a lot of competition. Okay, so in order to stand out from the crowd, you need to put in the effort, and that is the only way you can succeed. Okay, now, depending on your other commitments and your time availability, okay, it will obviously differ, but I will say here, be consistent. Okay, so even if you just have an hour every day, but make sure that you do put in, or you do utilize that 1 hour for your IELTS preparation. Even though 1 hour is not a lot, but if you do it every day, okay, and let's say you're doing it every day for the whole week, then it's at the end of the week you have studied for 7 hours, which is not bad, right? So let's look at the next one. The next step that I've got for you guys is about time management. Time management is crucial. Okay, so guys, I'll tell you to practice. Okay, I told you to practice and practice a lot, but practice under exam conditions. Now, why is that important? Why practicing under exam conditions is important? Firstly, it gives you a real feel of how the real exam is going to be. Okay, so in order to see how the real exam is going to be, you need to practice under those specific time conditions. Okay, also it gives you a very realistic idea of your performance. So let me just give you an example to illustrate what I'm trying to say. So let's say you were practicing, let's say, listening section, okay, and you took out an exam paper and you said, okay, let me try and do that, and you did it, and you never timed yourself, and you got 40 by 40, because there are 40 questions, as you might know. So you got a 40 by 40 in your practice test. But this 40 by 40 doesn't mean anything, guys. You know why? Because you never timed yourself. You never practiced that particular exam paper under exam conditions. So it is not a true reflection of your ability, or how you're going to perform in the real exam, because that exam is going to be under time conditions, right? So, and you don't have unlimited time in the real exam, so it's very important that you actually practice under time conditions, under exam conditions. Okay, and that's what I used to do, guys. Whenever I used to practice, like, I would always practice under exam conditions, because I knew that eventually on the exam day I'll have to do the exam under time conditions. So it's very crucial that you do that. Now, the next tip that I've got for you guys, if you want to get 7 or above, and how I got a band 8.5 in IELTS Academic, is to focus on your weak areas. Guys, this is important. This is also very crucial. You need to target your weak areas and you need to improve them. The reason is because the only way that you can improve your IELTS band or your overall band is by addressing the mistakes. So let's say if you were actually struggling in the writing part, okay, you need to take that thing into account, that you are struggling with your writing part. So when you do make a study plan, or your weekly study plan, or you can even go more organized and you can just make your daily plan even, you need to devote more time to writing than the other sections in the exam. So if you were, let's say you were practicing for 2 hours every day, so 50% of the time should go to writing and less to other sections. And the reason is because you're already good at the other sections, but you need to improve writing, and that is what is pulling you down, or what is pulling your mark down, right? So you need to devote more time to writing, or to whatever section that you are struggling with, okay? So it's very important to target your weak areas. Also, guys, it's very important to learn from your mistakes. Now, let me tell you something. Your mistakes that you make are your best teacher, okay? For example, if you're making certain mistakes again and again and again, so let's say you were practicing every day or every other day or whatever, you're according to the plan that you have made, and you realize that whenever you are, let's say, practicing listening section, when you're writing the answers, let's say, for example, you forget to write the capital letters, right? So this is the kind of mistake that you're repeating and you're making it over and over again. So what do? How do you learn from these mistakes? What you do is, you take a piece of paper or on your computer or whatever, you basically make a list of mistakes that you are repeating while you're practicing, because you're going to practice a lot. So you will definitely know that what kind of mistakes you are making when it comes to, let's say, listening or maybe reading. So you make a list of it and you review that list, okay? And when you review that list, you need to remember those mistakes that you're making and ensure that the next time that you practice that particular section, you avoid those mistakes. Okay, so let's say when you were marking your paper, you did a listening section and you have finished it and you were marking it and you have already made the list. So next time when you do it, when you're under the exam conditions and you're practicing, you make sure that you have capitalized every letter. And this is just one example, okay, just to illustrate my point, what I'm trying to say. So it's very important, guys, that you learn from your mistakes, because remember, guys, this is the only way that you can improve, okay? Because the parts that you're good at, you're already good at them. So there is no point, like, spending your time. And this is my strategy, and this is called, like, studying efficiently, okay, or productively, using your time productively, okay? That you are not wasting your time on something that you already know, but you are improving your areas and you're targeting your weaknesses. And that is the only way you can improve, not just in IELTS exam, but also in life generally. Okay? So guys, this was all for today. I hope you liked this video. And if you found this video useful, please hit the like button and share it with your friends or with anybody who you know that is preparing for the IELTS exam, because obviously it's going to help them. Also, if you are new to my channel and you are watching my video for the first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it's called IELTS Platform, and you will obviously benefit from my other free IELTS videos. I have got videos on each section of the IELTS exam. So thank you so much for watching and good luck with your IELTS preparation. And guys, before I go, remember that stay positive, okay? Have the right mindset because it is very important in order to achieve success. And just one thing before I actually go. If you like the tips that I shared today, let me know in the comment section below that which one is your favorite or which one do you think is really going to help you improve your IELTS score. Or if you have any other questions or comments, feel free to write the comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching and good luck with your preparation. Bye bye.